In the previous session, we have learnt about range partition. Now let's learn about another kind of partition called list partition. Okay? In the list partition, based on the list of values, you divide your data. Okay? Example, I want to divide my data based upon the region of the customer. Example, all the sales related to the e-sale region I want to store in one partition, and all the sales belonging to west I want in another partition, and all the sales belonging to central I want to store in another partition. Okay, you see, these are three different values. For these three different values, you want to create three partition and store the data accordingly. Okay, in this example, I am creating the same table sales one with the columns customer ID, order date, order amount and region, and I am partitioning the table by list based on what values? Based on the region values. Okay, and I am creating three partitions. They are partition PE with values east. That means all the sales belonging to the east will be stored in the partition PE, and all the sales belonging to the west region will be stored in the partition PW, and all the sales belonging to the north and south will be stored in the partition PNS. Okay, so now let's go and create the table. Since we already have the table sales 1, let me create the table sales 2. Okay, so create table sales 2 and the columns customer ID, number, sales date, sales amount, number, region, bracket 2 of 10. Okay, and now I want to partition this table. It is partition by list, right? We want a list partition. It is list on what? We want on region. So close the bracket, parenthesis open. So partition, and I want to name it as PE values. Okay, and in the list I want to store all the east region rows. Okay, so I'll just copy that, and here I want the west and I want to name it as PW. This one PN, this one I want PN, yes. Okay, and I want south and north. Okay, so I close it. Okay, and I create the table sales 2 created. Okay, now let's insert some data into sales 2 table. Okay, insert into sales 2 values 1 comma 12th January 2015, order amount 10 and east. Okay, and let's insert the data. Let's commit it. Insert another order ID for 12th with sales amount 100, and let's insert that row and let's commit, and let me do for west three, and then let's commit, and then create another row for north, insert the data, commit it, and insert another data, another row for south, execute it, commit the data. Okay, so that's enough, and let me query the table. It is sales 2. So we have 5 rows. 2 rows for east, 1 row for west, and couple of rows for north and south. Okay. Now let's see how the data is stored. Okay. So I'll do sales 2. Select star from sales 2. Partition. Okay. I want PNS. Okay. So let me execute that. You see, the rows belonging to the north region and the south region are stored in the partition PNS. Okay. Now let me check PE and execute that. And you see, the 2 rows belonging to the east region are stored in the partition PE. Like this, Oracle will divide the data based on the list you have provided in your create table. Okay, cool, right?